My name is Stan Phill. I am a father. I'm a husband. I'm a pastor. I'm an author. And I am also the president, founder, chief executive officer of Caring Safe Place and Lydia's Place Apartments, which is a subsidiary of a Caring Safe Place, and also now a Caring Safe Place Home Builders. I pastor Safe Place Church. We also have a Safe Place CDC that fits under our church where we do a lot of work in the community, distributions. One of my most important accomplishments, though, is I've been married to my wife, Stanley Phill. We celebrate 25 years of marriage on the 27th of this month. I have a very good surprise for her that she knows nothing about, and she's allowed me to surprise her. And so I'm excited about that. And my jewels are I got 4 daughters, and I got 4 grandbabies, all girls. And so pray for me somewhat. Pray for me. That's a little bit about me. I'm very passionate about what I do. I consider myself to be a demonstrator, not a perpetrator. I believe in getting it done. I believe in surrounding myself with people that like to get it done. And that's kind of my story. I've always had a desire to build, to take nothing and make it something. I have a transitional living facility out in Fifth Ward for HIV positive men with drug addictions, and it was a ranch-style home, and started there, and about 3 years later, we couldn't do a business no more in that house, and so I approached the city, and there was a house in the front, house in the back, and I asked them if they would award me some funding to build another facility based upon the work that we've done. And so they awarded me $1.4 million to build that transitional living facility. And at the time, I wasn't a developer, but I took it on and I got a contracting company. And we built that facility on time, under budget, with no change orders in the heart of Fifth Ward, and under my watch. And from that moment, it struck a chord in me because we were in Fifth Ward Enhanced Enterprise Zone. And in that area's pockets of poverty, the numbers were high, rates of recidivism and all of those things were high. And I built that facility, and now people come from all over the country to house. We house them there. It's first-class, state-of-the-art transitional living facility in the heart of Fifth Ward. And from that, we built an apartment complex, a 15-unit apartment complex, maybe about a mile from there. And it's named after my auntie, my grandfather's sister. I saved some property for the family. And we needed people to move from level 2 to level 3, which is Caring Safe Place is level 2. Level 3 is permanent housing. But we needed some specialized components on permanent housing, like case management, life skills specialists, therapists, because a lot of people was moving into apartment complexes, but they didn't have supportive services to support them. And when you do cohort studies, they were not staying clean over 6 months to a year. So I approached the city and said, hey, how about back in 2012, how about we build a specialized housing component where we have all these components there on site, put it in the attendant selection policy, and make it mandatory that when they come on to stay there, they have to go to meetings once a week. They have to see the therapist once a week, see the case manager, and participate in the supportive services and give them a little bit more recovery and freedom at the same time. And so they liked the idea, and so they gave us $2.4 million to build that facility. We built that facility on time and under budget as well, with one change order, because we had to go on the foundation and put clay, because the foundation was it was water under that. And so that was the second project that I did. And from that, I was the developer on that project. And I fell in love with building. And that's what initiated my fire for what we do now. Mind you, from that, individuals wanted to go and they wanted to build their homes. They wanted homes, but they couldn't get any. So I'm the guy that rises to occasions in my life. I didn't know what I worked at a church downtown called the Bread of Life, and I started the HIV pre and post testing site. And from that, we had individuals we tested back in '93. They had no the mayor at the time declared state of emergency in the African American community. There was no paramedics coming. And so at the time I tested over from 96 to about 97, 98, I had about 2,000 people. Of those that were positive and they had nowhere to go. That's where our Care and Safe Place came into play. Now watch this. Had no money to start a Care and Safe Place. Nobody would help us start a Care and Safe Place. They helped me basically. So I resigned basically from the Better Life, met Pastor Robert Staggers, may he rest in peace and power, had a ranch-style house on the corner. And so I moved in the ranch-style house. Bought box springs from one place, mattress at another. I did what I needed to do because I'd already tested individuals that had nowhere to stay. And people thought I was Noah building an ark, thought I'd lost my mind. You know, y'all know the story of Noah building an ark on desert, dry land. And so some of the same people that laughed at me, I have to say this, I have their resumes on file today. They want to work with what we're doing now. They didn't understand the vision, but I did that so that I can go help those very people that I had tested that had nowhere to go. So that's where the passion came. I've learned how to jump and get my wings on the way down, basically. And from that, we built a Lydia's Place apartment, named it after my grandfather's sister. Her name was, we used to call her Mama. Her name was Anlesia Sawyer. It's my grandfather's sister. He raised me. I buried him at 94 years old. What I did his eulogy basically at 94. And so we were able to save the house. And when we got ready to build the apartment complex, I didn't know what I would name the facility, but I thought about it. You know, Mama Anlesia took care of all of us. So how about we let our legacy live on? And so I named it Lydia's Place Apartment. And to this day, it is people coming from all over the country, mainly from a Care and Safe Place Level 2. We do Level 1 detox and treatment with Houston Alcohol Council, St. Joseph Hospital, excuse me, and also 12 Oaks Hospital. And we treat the holistic person. And all of that led to a day where, fast forward, the mayor, Sylvester Turner, decided to do a Chodo demonstration program. I wanted to get into housing, so I built one house out in Sunnyside. Didn't know much about that part of housing, and it went well. And that was right before the demonstration program came out. And when the demonstration program came out, he wanted to be able to allow the Chodos, a few Chodos, I think they vetted about 20, and they picked about 2 of us at the time. Excuse me. I think me and another Chodo. What happened to my grandmother in Fourth Ward? Basically, in Fourth Ward, her home was gentrified before I even knew what gentrification was. And it really did something to me So when I really understood and started doing my own research, my grandmother wound up in Allen Parkway Village when it was all said and done. And now she's deceased. May she rest in peace and power. And I made a commitment that I would learn all about gentrification and how it works, and that I would do something about it, just like I did with the Carrick Place and Lydia's Place. I've seen other bigger entities, they can do more when they build capacity. And because of our partners with the city of Houston, they are putting me in position to be able to build capacity, because what I want to be able to do is to develop curriculums and programs for the next generation and the now generation. I'm already working on a plan to put together a curriculum so that I can train young brown and black people that's interested in, and I get them all day, all the time, want to talk to me about how to build houses and how can I get into the industry. So I like to take nothing and make it something. That's what I do well. And so I want to develop curriculums as I build capacity to show the next generation, the now generation, how to build from concept to turnkey. And after they finish that program, they can either work with us or they can start their own company. And that way I believe we can build a legacy of hope and freedom for the next generation and the now generation, because I truly believe that the next generation and the now, but particularly the next generation, is 50% of our present, but they're 100% of our future. And so I want to be able to move forward and build a legacy of hope. There's four pillars of truth that I live by. I believe we have gifts, purpose, destiny, and legacy. I believe that our gift that we have, and I believe we all have it, will lead to our purpose. Our purpose then will define our destiny. Why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? And then I believe when we step into what we should be doing before we leave this earth, then we will leave legacy before we leave. So when we do leave, the legacy will speak for itself. And so that's something that I'm really working towards. And I couldn't do this without the city. I couldn't do this without you all, your support. I'm humbled that I'm here with you all right now. And we are building quality homes right now that is making a difference in an area that I've got there in enough time to do something about. I didn't get to Fort Worth in enough time, but I'm in City Gas Heights, and they know I'm there. And it's because the city of Houston has come alongside of me and partnering with me as a CHODO. That's acronym for City of Houston Developer Organization. It means a great deal to me being a City of Houston CHODO and have a seat at the table as a partner with the city, because I couldn't do this without the city. Because what I like about the program, it gives incentives to the home buyers. We're building homes in City Gas that is being gentrified right now, but now I'm in the middle of what's happening, and we're building quality, I like to call them high quality, affordable homes. And we're building homes right now that when people move in, the city has a subsidy that they have been given to them. They can have anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000 worth of equity in their home when they turn key. And we have different programs for them to go through. As an African American, I understand that it's imperative that I build a brand that's based on the highest quality of moral and physical integrity. And then the product, when we do that, I believe there's only one way to do the work. It is the right way. We've been funded through the city for the last 24 years, and we have been a low-risk oddity for the last 24 years. And I'm going to say that because it's important. As an African-American man, every audit, every 501c, every audit that we've had has been a low-risk oddity. We've not had one finding in 24 years. And I'm proud to say that. And that's documented. The director on down can explain that. And so I believe when you build that type of morality with the highest of morality and physical integrity, your product speaks for itself. And people want to come alongside of you and help you to
develop and build capacity because they know that you will be adding value. And so that's what I bring to the community. That's what I want to continue to bring. And so I'm asking that you all help me, help you, help me, help us, help our community. Thank you very much.